This is what am I saying? This is Nevertheless Commentaries. So welcome to Nevertheless Commentaries. My name is Sipo Ndlovu. This is Sipo on Sport. Today I witnessed a thrilling encounter of Kaizer Chiefs versus the TS Galaxy. So Team Sugazi, I think, is building a good competitive side, a very, very competitive side with the ETS Galaxies. So I think Team Sugazi Stars. Basically, we can also call them Team Sugazi Stars, ETS Galaxy. So it was a great encounter, very, very entertaining. And it was one of those games where Kaizer Chiefs was supposed to give a gift to the fans of Kaizer Chiefs as a Christmas gift by winning or collecting the maximum points from ETS Galaxy, which would have saw them at least coming back to the top three in terms of the Betway Premiership and be some of the top three teams that are actually chasing after the title, Betway Premiership title toward the end of the season. So this was the last game this year. We continue again next year, January, after the AFCON. Kaizer Chiefs still has a game in hand, if not two. A couple of teams actually have played all their first leg games. So some of the teams are yet to play because a team like Orlando Pirates, like Sundowns, like the Chiefs, Kaizer Chiefs, like Stellenbosch, were competing in CAF Confederations Cup and CAF Champions League, which made some delays within the Betway Premiership games. And also Pirates was competing, or was the last man standing with Maromo Gallants Cullen Cup knockout. So some of the teams are yet to finish their first leg games, but some has finished. But the Kaizer Chiefs is one of those teams that haven't finished their first leg game. So this was the last one this season, which we all hoped that the Kaizer Chiefs was going to give a Christmas gift to the supporters and the fans of Kaizer Chiefs by actually collecting the maximum points against the TS Galaxies. But it wasn't so. Kaizer Chiefs play a goalless draw with the Maromo. No, why I'm saying Maromo Gallants? With the TS Galaxy. A heavily anticipated encounter. I think, looking at the approach of both teams, I think Kaizer Chiefs has found their combination when you look at their midfield. The combination in midfield, the Kaizer Chiefs, which have been struggling for a long time, I think they've found that combination. But it is evident that Kaizer Chiefs still lacks a coach or a proper coach. But the core head, I think, have found a combination in the midfield with Umabowe and also Matlo. Mono Masango. Hi, Masango. Kunjani? So I think coaches of the Kaizer Chiefs have found a combination. If you look at the middle of the park with Umabowe and also Umotlo. Umotlo, I think, is gaining actually my recognition because I'm hard to please, basically. So I think it's been good today. And actually, I want to see more of him. So he's had a beautiful game today. I would really, really want to see more from Umotlo. And also, Umabo is proven, is known. Everybody knows Umabo is a good player, is an excellent performer. He can play as a 6, as an 8, as a 10, as a winger, and also as a fullback. So you can put Umabo anywhere in the field of play, he will function. So we knew from Durban City, back in the days when it was still called Maritzburg United, we knew him. We saw him also in Sundowns. He played a variety of positions with Mamelodi Sundowns, but now he's with Kaizer Chiefs. And it looks like in Kaizer Chiefs, he will settle as a 6. And I think he is very, very good. Fritz Smith, how are you doing? He is very, very good and is bringing in decent performances with Kaizer Chiefs as a number 6. And with Umatlo alongside him, I think they complement each other very, very well in terms of creativity in that center of the park. It was evident today because they dominated ETS Galaxy so well this afternoon. Unfortunately, I will say this again, unfortunately, the referees decided the fate of Kaizer Chiefs to ensure that the Kaizer Chiefs got 1 point in that game, because I believe that the Kaizer Chiefs was deserving to win that game. They were unlucky and they were hasty in front of goal. Those are other factors, but the main factor for me was e-referring. E-referring was poor in that game, and it saw Kaizer Chiefs denied a goal, which was called a offside and was not an offside in my opinion. What I saw, De Silva was in line, Flavius De Silva was in line, and he did excellently in actually converting that ball into the back of the net, but the lineman said it was offside. Say 67, because I have noticed here, you want me to say 67, you are very naughty, Williams. So we saw Kaizer Chiefs actually playing a draw because of that, the poor refereeing of the game. And also, there was a misjudgment in terms of a penalty that was supposed to be given to Kaizer Chiefs. I think they fouled Solomons inside the box, and it wasn't given. It wasn't given. I think Kuluman and Damane basically was supposed to get a yellow card from that point, and unfortunately it wasn't to be. 67, yeah, 67. Am I clear? Do you hear me saying 67 as you guys saying, can I please say 67? Kagiso, actually, Kagiso and Williams, you two guys are very, very naughty. Yeah, Pirates won yesterday. So I think that was the problem with the Kaizer Chiefs today. But nonetheless, the Kaizer Chiefs has a very, very beautiful game. And for me, it was for the first time actually this season seeing Kaizer Chiefs perform at that level. Ever since the season began, they won some games, yes, but in terms of performance, they were always questionable. But today, I think they got everything right. It's just that on the final third, in the red zone, in the attacking spaces, I think that's where they need to actually look into and try and fix that, because their front three in front of goal in their last third, they look very, very hasty. And these players that play up front, sometimes at times they were so excited to get those opportunities, so much so that they actually messed them up. Do you love Chiefs? I'm an Orlando Pirates fan. But I also like Kaizer Chiefs as I'm speaking about them. And I believe that they had a very, very beautiful game today. I saw the game, and I think they deserved to win that game. Do you play Call of Duty? Why do you wrote Diddy? Why do you say Diddy though? I think you meant Call of Duty. Call of Duty. No, I do not play any games at the moment. So probably next year I'll try and play some games, because most of you have been actually asking me about playing games. You too, you also support Orlando Pirates, Kagiso. Yeah, I'm a Orlando Pirates fan, but I'm speaking about Chiefs because you love Sundowns. I also enjoy watching Sundowns because they play very, very beautiful football. But the Kaizer Chiefs also had a decent game, not a decent game, a good game basically. But the luck wasn't on their side. Speaking of their front three, I think because they were so dominant over ATS Galaxy, their front three got so excited that they messed up some of the chances that they were supposed to bury for the Kaizer Chiefs. So I think that was the element that costed the Kaizer Chiefs that game. And I think they need to look at that and actually try and fix it. And I think between Flavio De Silva and Kanyisa Mayo, one of them should be their go-to guy in terms of the number 9, who is a goal poacher. I believe both of them has the potential to actually be the number 1 at Kaizer Chiefs, but it will depend who the co-coaches give the opportunity. Majali Wambes, you two say, I must say 67. 67. Can you hear me say 67? Boaz also left the Pirates. Yeah. It was a nice farewell yesterday since they won the cup. I think it was a good gesture from our captain CBC, to hand over the captain armband, since Boaz has been the one who's getting game times and been captaining the Orlando Pirates thus far. So to give him a armband to actually lift the cup yesterday, I think it was a good gesture from Upodlela and the entire Orlando Pirates team. I think that was actually a good gesture to actually give him a nice farewell. Do you love Mofokeng? Who doesn't love Rele Mofokeng? Right, Toma Raifeta. I think, in my opinion, Rele Mofokeng is the best player in South Africa that we have. Since last season, he was competing with Ribeiro. This season, Ozuna Police is playing good, but I still think Rele is still the best. There's also Sipombule who's playing good. Actually, there's a number of players, if you look at the Betway Premiership, also in other teams who are doing very, very good. Since you said 67, I will sub to you. Okay, thank you, Majali Wembase. Majali Wembase, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. And don't forget also to press like on this video to actually expose it to other people. Sebelebele, I love Sebelebele, but I love him as a fullback, not as a winger. I saw him while he was still at TS Galaxy. I think we were playing with them, and Relem Fokeng was super hot those days. He was unstoppable, and he faced Sebelebele, and Sebelebele made it look very, very easy. It's actually contain Fokeng the entire 90 minutes. From that time, I said Sebelebele deserves to play for a Pirate. But some of the Pirates fans, they said, we are okay with Ulebito, with Ushandu, who else is there? With Ufan Royan. I think there was also another, and also Munyane. They counted those and said, we're fine with those. But I saw something with Uselebelebele after containing Umfukeng for 90 minutes that this guy actually has something, actually. But when since he came to the Pirates, they like to play him as a winger, which I don't think it is natural or good position. But if you want to see the best of Sibelebele, I think you need to put him as a left back, as a full back. Also, Napolis, I think one of the videos I've said, Pirates Europa, because you cannot have Ozunapolis and have Usipombule and have Relem Fokeng and have Umoremi and also have Tito Masongan, all playing for Orlando Pirates. Who do you have other teams should have? Who do you think other teams should have? How the rest of the Betway Premiership are going to compete with the Pirates if they all have those 4 players and they are all fantastic in one team? But if you say we love Apolis is brilliant. He's bringing performances in Pirates and also in Bafana, so he's been very, very consistent with their game. I hope he gets scouted and go to play for bigger and better leagues and also raise his game to the highest level and see how he do with the best in the world. I wish he can get a scout and actually get a contract abroad on a highly competitive actually league, maybe in England or in Spain maybe, and some other decent actually leagues in Europe. Say, God is good, then I will sub. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Thank you, Kahiso. Thank you, Kahiso. Thank you for the sub. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing up, basically. I'm hoping that by April, actually, since you speak about God, during Good Friday, I'm hoping that I will have reached 1,000 sub by then, God willing, because I want to actually, during the World Cup, I want to take a leave and actually cover all the games of the World Cup. God willing, if I'm still alive at the time. Thank you for the sub. I wish to cover intently the World Cup, as I will do with the AFCON in 2 weeks from now. I don't think I will have much of holidays, but I will be busy actually watching games and covering each and every game that's played, because I love African football and I love football in general. So yeah, my goal is to reach 1,000 before April next year. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm still on 134. I think if you 2 guys have subscribed, that means we are on 136. Kahiso has 114. Count me, I will be your 115th sub, bro. I will definitely check you out and subscribe to your channel. What your channel is about, Kahiso. So Ikeza Chiefs drew the game today, and our referee also played a huge part into a draw Ikeza Chiefs, and also the fact that they were too hasty in front of goal. They were not clinical, and I think the coaches, since they will have at least a month break with their squad at their disposal, because none of the Kaizer Chiefs player will be at the AFCON as far as I know. Maybe Ntwari if his country qualified, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's the only player who might be in the AFCON, as far as I know. Baba Ikahiso. So the coaches will have actually enough time to actually fix the mistakes that Kaizer Chiefs has been having of not scoring goals or of not converting enough of the chances that they create. Because today they created at least 19 chances, 19 shots at goal basically, and also only 8 were on target, and they did not score even one of those. So I think they really need to work on that, but they do have an entire month at their disposal to actually fix that. But on the other hand, I think with Tim Sugazi, looking at that game at TS Galaxy and Kaizer Chiefs, I think Tim Sugazi he's building something, an empire with the TS Galaxy. And in the next few years, the TS Galaxy will be a force to reckon with. Looking at the type of football that they play and the talent that they usually sign, I really believe that the TS Galaxy in the next few years or in the next couple of seasons, they will be a force to reckon with. We saw the likes of Stellenbosch do the same thing also as Sekhukhune. We've seen the rise of Amazulu, and now we call in Arrows. And I think Sekhukhune also is on that trajectory. So that means actually in a Betway Premiership, also in Marumo Gallants, with the Betway Premiership, the level of the competition is intensifying each and every season that is coming. So the game is played at the very highest intensity at the moment. Hence, we can hold our own during the World Championships. We saw what Mamelodi Sundowns did. We FIFA Club World Cup, and that's the kind of football that we will see in the future in South Africa. That level that can compete with Europe without a problem, that can compete with Asia without a problem. I think we already ahead of North America. Probably South America, we are a little bit behind them, but we are there. We are getting there. So Asia, we are coming. Europe, we are coming. South America, we are coming. We are so the North Americans. I think we are better than y'all now. And obviously in Africa, Betway Premiership is one of the best leagues that we have. Probably the best, and then everyone follows after them, especially the Moroccans. Moroccans also are doing good also. We've seen, it's been evident, obviously, for Morocco that they are actually cooking. Looking at the fact that in the last World Cup, they went all the way to the semi-final, and their under 20 went all the way to semi-final. Under 17 won actually the Youth World Cup. Was it under 20 or under 17? Hi guys, I'm from South Africa, and you? Kylie Muscat. I'm from South Africa, bro. KZN, Peter Maritzburg. Whereabouts in South Africa? So, speaking about ETS Galaxy being a force to reckon with in next few years, it's not only them. We've seen the likes of Marumo Gallants. They are competing very high. Sekhukhune also is doing the same thing. Colin Arrows doing the same thing under Coach Manqoba Mngqithi. Predict. Oh, what's good, bro? What's good? Thanks to see you again, bro. I last saw you yesterday. Thank you that you still joining us. I'm hoping we are going to have a good time like we've had yesterday. So also Golden Arrows is actually, I'm also from KwaZulu-Natal, PMB Woodlands, bro. It's nice seeing you. Okay, I'm in Imbali, bro. As I'm speaking to you, I'm at Imbali. Peter Maritzburg. So if you are in Woodlands, I probably could see you because Northway Spa, I usually go there probably more than 5 times a week because of my work. I always pass by and grab a drink or something to eat. So since I know that Northway Spa is actually in your neighborhood, we might bump to each other. Thanks for sharing, bro. 03 year. What are we talking about today? Predict. I was talking about the Kaizer Chiefs. Their game that they played against TS Galaxy, but anything goes, bro. You know, anything goes because it's all about the communication. We are not restricted to Kaizer Chiefs and the TS Galaxy, but anything goes. What are you interested in? Pirates. Makoma Hlaulela want to speak about the pirate. Yes, Pronto Spy. No, the Spy is by your neighborhood, Kylie. Mahlomela said we must speak about the pirate. Yeah, we spoke up a lot about the Pirates yesterday and them lifting the cup for the second time and having. Do you play video games? Roblox. Predict. Who was speaking about Roblox yesterday? Was it you? Kylie, do you play Roblox? Predict wants a challenge. So even yesterday he wanted to someone to actually play Roblox with any one of you. If you play Roblox, just challenge Predict. I think he's a master. He's at the master level. Because he's been looking for challenge left, right, and center, and no one plays Roblox here. And I tried to check it out, by the way, but I didn't download it. I didn't download it because I was busy today. I had so much to do, and then later on I watched Kaizer Chiefs. I'm level 1,150. Bro, you see, it's going to be very, very hard to catch up with you, because if I may download it during the week, it's going to take me a while to actually reach your level, and by the time I reach that level, you will be even further than that. So I must admit the defeat already. So yeah, PSL or IPT pretty much has been good. It's been very, very good. And speaking about KZN football, Durban City, former known as Maritzburg United. I think after firing the coach, Gavin Hunt, because I've said in some of the videos where I was analyzing the game of Durban City, okay, if you will help me, then I will download it and then get back to you. I'll tell you probably tomorrow I will have it, and then we'll talk about, and you'll give me some pointers on how to go about it to actually reach your level. So tomorrow night, when I'm live, I would have downloaded it, and I'll tell you what level I'm at that point. If I'm able to challenge you online, then we will play, bro. We will play. I want to test your skills in that, if it's available, or if it will allow me to play you online. Do you play Blocks Fruit? Is that gambling? Blocks Fruit sounds like gambling. Durban City, actually, after firing Kevin Hunt, actually, I've said that Kevin Hunt is a good coach, but the talent at Durban City, it's not gambling. Then I don't have it, bro. I don't have it. So I don't have it. I might also check it out and put all those games into my game hub and see which one I'm interested in. Then we'll talk about that one. I've said that Kevin Hunt is a brilliant coach, but that Durban City have currently does not suit the style of play that Kevin Hunt want to induce in the squad. So hence Durban City began to drop points like crazy. It's a fighting game, and I grind. Okay, how is it on battery? Doesn't it chow your battery too much? How is it on battery? Is it online or offline game? So, but since they fired the coach, the very first game that they play under Coach Pitso Dladla, which is the coach that actually Africa will never unite. Welcome back, Africa will never unite. It's been a long time, bro. I think it's been 2 weeks since I've seen you. What happened to SuperSport and Gavin Hunt? Don't say that about Hunt as a good coach. I said Gavin Hunt is a good coach, yeah, but the pool of players that Durban City have doesn't suit the style of play that Gavin Hunt plays. So hence, Durban City began to actually drastically drop points. And they fired him the very first game under Coach Pitso Dladla. They won their game 3-0. That was the evidence of that. The type of talent or doesn't actually suit the style of play that Gavin Hunt wanted to play. He's a good coach. He's won a lot of titles with different teams, but sometimes the type of talent of players that he usually has doesn't suit that style of play. So I think he will need to be given a project from scratch that he will build from scratch that will suit his style of play. And I think if he can be given that chance, he can do very, very well as a coach, because I know he's a good coach and he's actually discovered a lot of talent that we've had right now, especially Osipho Mbula. I think is one of those players who are from SuperSport United, and Kevin Hunt has had a huge role in that. Also, Awotebo Khomkwena, there's a lot of players that comes from SuperSport. Actually, it was a very, very sad moment when SuperSport uh, get shut down, because we know it has been a huge contributing factor to South African football. If you look at Bafana Bafana, entirely squad of Bafana Bafana, Ronwen Williams is the product of SuperSport. Modiba is the product of SuperSport. Talent Mbata is the product of SuperSport. Tebogo Mokoena is the product of SuperSport. Master Chef Sipombule is the product of SuperSport. Who else? Ozuna Police is the product of SuperSport. Who am I missing? Tito Masongai is also the product of SuperSport. So having counted all those players, you see that SuperSport has contributed a lot in South African football, but having them shut down, I think it was, I don't know what was the reason, but I think it will hurt us in the long run, because it was a brilliant academy, SuperSport. But I think there's still something for the youth, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's still something for the youth in terms of SuperSport as an academy. Probably I am wrong, but I believe that there's something for the youth, because early this year, from last year to early this year, I've remembered that the son of my friend was actually under the academy of SuperSport. Yeah, I guess online. Okay, if it's online, bro, we will actually, if once I downloaded it and then you give me pointers, we will play. Which team suits Hunt? A team that suits Hunt. Currently on the Betway Premiership. Probably Chippa United. Chippa United and Richards Bay United. Those two, I think Gavin Hunt can make some changes and actually make them a very, very competitive side. Chippa United and also Richards Bay United. If he can go to those two teams, I think there's something that can come out from that. Looking at the type of players that they have, I think Gavin Hunt could drive on those teams. I'm coming. Give me a second. Okay, Predic. Okay, we will see you when you come back. Hand football is old, like the likes of Gordon Ikison. I think Africa will never unite is correct. I think it's correct. He hasn't really adapted to the modern football. And if you listen to his interviews, he criticizes some of the comment or some of the pundits who actually look at his game and actually judge it in the scope of a modern football. He doesn't like that. He doesn't appreciate that. I think that's one of the reasons why he failed at Ideben City, because Ideben City, the type of players that they have, suits the modern football. And I don't think he's a fan of that. He believes in what he believes in. Actually, if he can go to North Africa, outside Betway Premiership, if he can go to North Africa, I think he can thrive. If he can go to probably Algeria, and probably DRC, probably Senegal, he can thrive, because the type of football that one route football, you spray the passes to the wingers and then we pin crosses and headers, and then you wait to get set pieces and actually punish your opponents with set pieces and then defend like crazy. I think that's how to use some game Gavin Hunt. Maybe he can, if he can go to the north, he can be actually a gold there. Your thoughts on Bafana draw? Are we coming home quick? No, we're not coming home quickly, bro. We're not coming home quickly, bro. First game against Mexico, that's a repeat of 2010. So in 2010, we drew with them. I think they were the surprise horse also, because I don't think we knew much about them. We did Uto Santos toying with Utwala on that World Cup. That guy. He told Utwala so bad, but I don't think they have a caliber of a player like Uto Santos currently, but I do not know. I haven't checked them out. But I think we will beat Mexico. We will beat Mexico. Probably we will struggle with the Korea Republic. Maybe we'll get a draw there. But whoever qualifies, maybe it will be Denmark. Whoever qualifies, we need to also get a draw and make sure that we qualify. 5 points will guarantee that we qualify for the next round, last 32. So we will definitely qualify for the last 32. What happens after the last 32, then we will see from there then who we're facing going forward. But I think we have a good chance to actually make it to the last 16. I think we have a good shot to make it to the last 16. I think South Africa currently is the best national team that Africa has. And I believe that they actually will show that in the next coming World Cup in America. So they deserve to be in the last 16. If they are the number one in Africa, as I always say that Bafana Bafana is the number one team in Africa. If they are the number one, they need to prove that by going to the World Cup and actually go all the way, maybe to last 16, if possible to the quarterfinals. And that will cement their stamp as the number one in Africa. But that begins in next 2 weeks in Morocco. I think the only team that actually can go toe to toe with Bafana Bafana, I think it's Morocco. But we've beat them. We've played them twice and we've beat them. Korea, Denmark, and Korea Republic, Mexico are the host. Why so much confidence? No, only Mexico is the host with USA and Canada. So if Denmark, you said, actually I read wrong. Denmark, Korea, Mexico are the host. Why so much confidence? I have so much confidence, bro. I have so much confidence with our boys. And I've watched them play ever since the beginning of the World Cup qualifiers. I've been watching them. Maybe even before that, qualifying for AFCON, the last AFCON, and the run they had with AFCON last time, and also the qualifier of the World Cup and the qualifier of this AFCON. I think they've proven that they're actually a force to reckon with. Hence, to me, right now, they are number one in Africa. So that's why I'm saying, for them to prove that they are really the number ones in Africa, it begins next 2 weeks in Morocco, and also going to the World Cup and play all the way to the last 16 to actually cement their space as the number one in Africa. I'm from South Africa, bro. Musa, Islam. I'm from South Africa. KZN was Natal. Where you from? Yeah, I have much confidence and much trust in our boys. I love them so much. Though sometimes we fight with the coach in terms of selection, but I love South Africa. Are you from Dubai? Where about in Dubai, bro? So I love South Africa so much. UAE, United Arab Emirates. But you can't be from Saudi Arabia and also be from UAE. I think UAE is a country on its own. United Arab Emirates, ain't that a country on its own? Correct me if I'm wrong, Musa Islam. Adam Calabro. Hi, how are you doing, Adam? Wilson Adze. Hi, Wilson Adze. Hi, Mr. Sipo. Thank you, Mr. Calabro. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm good. So, where are you from, Adam? Muzamili Islam, please tell us, are you from UAE or are you from Saudi Arabia? Which one? I work, bro, in the Department of Distribution at Afrox, African Oxygen, on a distribution segment. I work there. I'm delivering oxygen to hospitals in South Africa, KZN mostly, in the Midlands region. Oh, you're from UAE. Okay, that's good. Adam is from Canada. Which group are you? Which national teams are playing Canada in World Cup next year, bro? I'm talking to Adam. Which teams are you facing in the next World Cup at your home soil? UAE, Dubai. Muslim Islam, you are actually confusing me now. UAE, Dubai. And Dubai in Saudi Arabia. Okay, I'm confused, bro. I don't know you from there. I'm not from there. So if you tell me that Dubai is in UAE, I'll believe you. And I thought that was Saudi. I'm sorry, bro. Wilson is from Ghana. Oh, Ghanaians. Ghanaians. Who is in your group, Aze? And how do you think the Black Stars will fare in the next World Cup? Italy. Adam, Italy. Oh, Italy and who? Italy is yet to qualify, right? Amakuruya wemwana wa rumeze neze. It's Ghana. What language is that? Okay, thank you, Muslim. Saudi Arabia is a different country. Sorry, that means Dubai is in UAE, as you have said. Thank you for correcting me. And Dubai is the city in United Arab Emirates. I heard that you are the great suppliers of oil, crude oil. Is that correct? And also, what are other commodities that you guys actually have for the world? No, right now the first game will be in the World Cup is Italy versus Canada. Italy versus Canada. How do you think Canada will do against Italy? I really thought Italy is yet to qualify. Because even some in my life, someone came in here and said, Italy won't do fuck all. I can't remember who said that. Tourism. Oh, in terms of commodities, what do you have beside oil or fuel? I think the first game is South Africa versus Mexico. That's the first game that we'll play in the World Cup. After the opening ceremony, it's South Africa versus Mexico, and we beat them at home. I wonder who's going to make the World Cup from South Africa. But I am a used and new cars exporter from Dubai to Africa. All of Africa or certain countries in Africa. Which countries do you trade with, Mr. Islam? Muzemi Islam. Muzemili Islam. Adam Calabro. Nice. Yeah, I think it's going to be very, very nice because actually it's faith that I think we will beat Mexico on their first game at their home soil, in front of their home crowd, whole of Africa. Who do you trade with in South Africa? Who do you trade with in South Africa? It is your business is very interesting, Mr. Muzamili Islam, like Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi, DRC, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Uganda. Yo, that's a lot of countries, bro. Kenya, I don't know nobody from Kenya, except that our coach Penny McCarthy, is in Kenya with Slim Card Monip Joseph in charge of the Kenyan national team. Tanzania, I don't know nobody there. Malawi, I don't know nobody there. DRC, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Uganda, no. South Africa, who do you trade with in South Africa? And also Botswana. I think everybody knows William the Last. KRM is from Botswana. I think everyone thought he was from Cape Town, William the Last, KRM. And when I first saw his videos online, he was so funny that I thought he was a Cape Colored. But later on, I learned that he was from Botswana and he was a foreigner. He's one of those foreigners that we usually like to call them our own. Okay, I thought you were going to give me some names of those dealers to actually, if I were looking to buy a car, because now I know you, I would actually approach those dealers and actually get a car from them. But I think we will actually talk about them maybe as the time progresses, because I already know that you actually working with some dealers here who are selling the vehicles in local market in South Africa. Yo, there's a lot. There's a lot. But you said, I want to get your statement correct. You said, oh, it's not only used the new cars. So do you deal with what a brand of cars? Which ones? Or all types of cars to different dealership? Or you have a specific brand that you deal with to basically, I know there is a lot of dealers. Yeah, there's a lot. Even here in Pietermaritzburg alone, I think we have more than 60 car dealership. So I don't really know the owners of those car dealerships, but I always see them every day because there's so many of them. But maybe in future you might have we sell mostly pickup trucks, SUVs. Buses, bro, you're doing everything. If it's big, you're there. If it's big, you're there. Okay, good luck, bro. Where can we check out your business online? Do you have a website, or do you have maybe anything that you can actually go to and actually see your business? If any of us actually wishes to actually open a dealership, maybe they can approach you from there. Where can we see your business? What's the name of your business and how to access it? I have all things available. How do we access it online? What's the name of your business? What's the website? No, just give us the email address. No, not just the website only. Horizon Vehicles. Horizon Vehicles. Horizon Vehicles. Okay, I think that will make it easy for me to check out everything that you actually provide. Should I hear someone who is interested on your services, then it will be easy to actually contact you regarding that. I presume that in your website, I will also get your email addresses and your contact numbers and everything. I presume that is all there in your website. Should I go to Horizon Vehicles, we'll get all that information that you might need. Should anyone wants to actually have some services from your businesses. But I'll definitely check it out. Muslim Mili Islam. Thank you, bro. How is the weather in UAE? I heard there's a lot of desert areas in those areas. Is it how is the weather outside? Is it conducive for people who are coming from the likes of South Africa, maybe Brazil, South America, who are from warm areas and lots of vegetation? Weather is good, very, very good for now. Is it winter there or summer? Because in South Africa it's summer right now. It's raining. It's warm. It's vibrant. Everybody happy. It's a groove season. Weather is good for now. Yeah, there is winter. Right now, is it winter? Right now? Yo, I've been here for 45 minutes. Yo, my time is almost over now. My time is all over now. Please don't forget to subscribe and also share with us what you do, or with me what you do. And I would like to check out what you're all doing and actually support if I can, where I can. Yo, it's been 45 minutes. It's been 45 minutes. I don't usually go this long. Sometimes I do, depending on the engagement that we are having here, because I can't leave while we are still actually have some engagement. So it's very, very rude to just leave while you guys are still asking some question and having a conversation. So For the sake of the conversation that are ongoing, I think I will have to give another 15 minutes. Maybe we'll go into an hour, and then from there see if there's still something that we are still discussing here. But don't forget to like, to also subscribe on the channel. It's all about in conversations and actually helping where we can, if we can. We can't help on everything. Sometimes we'll just be the fans and spectators of certain things. That's all sometimes that we can do. But you never know what may happen in the future. Something that may be too far from you today can come very, very near, can draw near in the future. So you need to stay prepared and create those contacts. Should you need them in future, then you get to use them in a profitable and a useful way for both parties. Because I believe that if relationships are formed, they have to be a two-way street, not the one way. Who you will contact me if I will definitely contact you, because I believe that in your website I will find some of your numbers. Unless you want me to have your personal details, we can arrange how we can actually how I can get that. But probably for safety, if you don't mind, I think Horizon Vehicles will provide me with everything that I may need. I think I'll make a call from the number that I may get there, unless there's another way, if possible, and then get to you. Remember, my name is Muzamil. I would like to call you Musa. Maybe Musa will actually be better, but only if you agree with that. I can call you Musa. You remind me of Mix Mosa. I think I've watched a dance movie. There was a mooseman who was a I'm trying to find a name to describe that type of a person, because mooseman in that dance movie, he was one of those people who were weird but who will dance his socks off. He finds life in dance. So if you said you are Musa Mil, you remind me of that mooseman. I think I need to watch that movie again. The mooseman actually, he gave me hope. I was in very, very dark hours when I saw that movie, and him expressing himself through dance actually make me to have hope that actually anything can be made to something, as long as you you are intentional with that. Once you get my email there will be a number. Send a message on that number and ask that you want to talk with Moose. Okay, thank you, Moose. I will definitely do that. I will contact you. I will contact you, and maybe I will find out on how to conduct a business with you. To make things easy, some of the people that I know wants to actually do trade with you. Yeah, thank you, Moose. I'll definitely call you Moose. Yeah, that guy actually, Mooseman, that I was speaking about. I forgot the title of that movie, basically, but it was a dance movie from United States. We sell ambulances as well. I think I know a couple of people who actually have ambulance companies. So if you have a good price, maybe they might be your next customers. We'll see. That guy actually helped me to understand that actually life is not ABC. Life can also be D, E, and F. Sometimes X, Y, Z. Sometimes LMNOP. So there's not one way to approach life. So in any way or anything can be used into actually tackling the issues of life and then come up on top. That's what I've learned from that. Not that the movie was about that, but it's what I took out from that movie, because out of everything that guy was going through, he wanted to dance. He wanted to dance, and he was so good at dancing that the only thing that he would provide is dance. So whatever it is that a person can do can be made into something. Some of us are just speakers, and they are so good at speaking that they shake the world by just the voices of, by just opening up their mouths. And also Moose here is actually selling cars, used and new vehicles, and you might need salesmen, people who can actually speak, because to sell you need to speak. To sell you need to make relationships. To sell you need to create contacts with people. To sell you need to position yourself into an accessible position and trust. That's actually another way of making a living. So thank you, Moose, for sharing us. Everyone who actually was part of this life, I think if they check your comments, should they want to actually deal with you, then they can contact you. But I personally, I will check out the website, and also from that email, I will look for you, and I hope I'm gonna get your personal contact details from there. Thank you very much for sharing your business with us. May you prosper in whatever you do beyond Africa, because you said that you are trading with Africa, but may you prosper beyond Africa and also to Europe and Asia and to the rest of the world. Because I believe that since you are from UAE, and lately UAE and also Saudi, your region basically, I think, is the hub where the world connects. So from your region, I think it's easy to tap into the rest of the world. So your business also may actually go as far as the ends of the world, of the earth. I thank you, everyone. I thank you, everyone. We'll see each other again tomorrow. If we are still alive, we'll be together again tomorrow. And by the way, I don't think any of us will be dead tomorrow. So we will meet each other again. We said ambulances as well. We will meet each other again. And I hope we all have happy holidays during December. And may you all be safe. This is Nevertheless Commentaries. My name is Sipon Lovu. And this is Sipon Sport. I do sport analysis and everything. And don't forget to subscribe. But also, if we are live, we speak about anything if we are live. So if you want to plug your businesses, you can talk, and maybe someone is listening or watching and they are interested in your business, then you get to find actually some new contacts and business associate. So that's why I lives is to connect with people, so that other people may also connect with others, and whatever you guys do, then you may find each other in a business level. Thank you very much. Bless you. I will see you again tomorrow. Be safe. Bafo. Oh, Makubi. I almost shut you down, bro. How you doing, Makubi? Yeah, I think. Yeah, let me give you a little bit of time. I almost go. How you doing, Makubi? Khuluma isiZulu ke wena ungumZulu. All is well, all is well. Go well. Okay, thank you very much, Mahubi. Don't forget to subscribe. We're coming back tomorrow. It's all about football news, football commentaries, football analysis, football reactions. But also, when we are live, we talk. Anything goes when we are live. So, I'm all is well, my brother. When we're live, everything goes. So, if you are doing something and you want us to check it out, or we are interested in anything, you want us to check it out, then you say it, then we go check it out, and then our conversation on the next time become much more substantial, because now we have common interest. So that's what I'm about. I'm about creating conversation and hook up with people. And Moose here is selling cars, new and used cars. So if you're looking for cars, all kinds of vehicles, Moose here is selling cars. So if you want to open a distribution or a dealership, you can talk to Moose. He can actually, he actually has cars, so he can actually sort you out in that aspect, and then you sell your cars and actually prosper together with Moose. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. See each other tomorrow.